Hi everyone, and welcome to Gwyn Collects. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. I'm planning on posting this video on December 31st, so I am pretty excited to be doing a New Year's Eve video this year. And I thought, what better way to bring a close to 2021 than with a top figures of 2021 video. So I haven't really talked that much on my channel about my favorite figures. Like, I'll mention them in videos here and there, which figures are my favorite and stuff, but I feel like I've never done like definitive lists that like tell you guys which figures I love the most. Because I mean, I love all my figures, but I feel like everyone has favorites, right? I can't be the only one. So I thought I would put on my sparkly New Year's sweater and count down my top 5 figures of 2021. For these top 5, I had 2 rules, one being that the figure had to release for the first time in 2021, so no re-releases on this list. And the second criteria is that I had to actually purchase these figures. So these are my top 5 from my collection. If I were to do like overall, just like based on all the figures that released this year, I think My Miku wins for the top figure of 2021. The amount of hype behind that figure and the absolute beautiful result that My made for everyone, I think puts it at the top of the 2021 lists. And I bet you it's on the top of a lot of people's 2021 lists. But I in fact did not buy the My Miku, so she's not part of mine. Before we begin, I'd like to give a brief word from our sponsor, a longtime sponsor of Gwyn Collects, Bai. So I'm sure if you've watched enough of my videos, you'll know about Bai. They are an online proxy service that allows you to buy items from Japan through stores like Yahoo Japan Auctions, Mercari, Amazon Japan, Rakuten, and a bunch of other Japanese-only shops. It allows you to buy items from those shops and then ship them to yourself wherever you live in the world. I've been a longtime user of Bai and gotten some really, really great deals on there. I recently bought my first wall scroll off of there. Ooh. I can't wait to show you all that. It's a little bit spicy, okay? But yeah, Bai is a fantastic website to use if you are looking for items that are a little bit harder to find from Japan. So thank you so much to Bai for sponsoring this video, and if you sign up using the link in my description, you can get 2,000 yen off your first Bai order. So as always, thanks to Bai for sponsoring this video. Let's get right into my top 5. So my number 5 figure is a figure that I absolutely love. She is so adorable and I'm so happy to have her in my collection. And it is the Chikkato Chika figure by Wave. So I had to have a Chika figure on this list somewhere, and quite a few absolutely adorable Chika figures came out this year, including her bunny figure, the Aniplex scale, and the Wave Chika. We're still waiting on Fat Company's swimsuit Chika. Please come out. Pretty please. At least at the time of filming this, mid-December, she is not out. And she's supposed to come out this month after multiple delays, so I don't think we'll be getting a Chika this month. Fat Company just doesn't release figures, I think. Anyway, back onto the Chika by Wave. I purchased all of the Chika figures that came out this year, and of all of these figures, I should say all of the like 1/8, 1/7 scale, 1/4 scale figures this year. I purchased them all. There's a few other Chikas that I didn't pick up, but I picked up all of the big scales. Of the 3 that I picked up, I think that the Wave Chika wins for best Chika figure of the year. Her pose is just way too iconic. I love the inclusion of her Love Detective hat, and she's doing the pose from the iconic dance that made me fall in love with Chika. I just love her, and I think Wave really, really, really delivered on the prototype. She looks exactly like the prototype. Her hair is beautiful, her pose is great, her sculpt is gorgeous. I know she's a pretty simple figure, but Wave just knocked it out of the park. I absolutely love her, and she just makes me so happy to look at on my shelf. So I love, love, love the Wave Chika. I also love her base, the like red velvet that like matches the floor of the student council office. I just think it's just so good. The whole figure is just perfection, and I am so happy that I have that Chika in my collection, and she is definitely my top Chika of the year, so the number 5 pick on this list. Number 4, we have an unexpected figure, actually. One that I didn't pre-order, I just picked it up and I'm in love. And it is the Onmyoji Zara... One sec, let me look it up. Okay, it is the Onmyoji Zashikiwarashi figure, hopefully I got that right, by NetEase Games. So this figure was one that just kind of like came out of nowhere for me. I just saw it in stock on Ayanami and impulse picked it up. I think it was around like 14,000 yen or 16,000 yen. It was such a great price for the absolutely beautiful figure that you got. And honestly, I am so happy with her. She's a freaking stunning figure. I just love the entire like composition of the figure, and I love the colors. They're just so vibrant and beautiful. Her paint job is beyond clean. Like every line on her is just so cleanly painted, and she just looks amazing. There's beautiful shading on her. The various like paint that they use, like some parts, like the fish has like a metallic gold paint over top. Like she is so stunning and just so clean and so well done. Like just such an unexpected figure that I absolutely am obsessed with, and I am so happy that she's in my collection. Like she was just such a good buy this year. I'm super happy I picked her up. So that earned her the 4th spot on this year's list. Number 3 on this year's list goes to my favorite 1/4 bunny, the Yui Nitta bunny version by Binding. This bunny figure is just, it just awakened my love of Binding figures. Like, oh my god, she is stunning. Everything about her is just perfect. I think compared to like fraying bunnies, just the sheer amount of detail on her is just unparalleled. Like you can't even compare. Like, she's just so perfect. Like her bunny suit, the shading on it, the color is just stunning. All of her accessories, she's got playing cards, she's sitting on a stool, she's got her drink in her hand, she has her cool hammer on her leg. Like just every detail of her is just meticulous and so stunning. I mean, it helps that she's a 1/4 scale. They just already have so much impact, but everything about her is stunning. Like her bunny ears, oh my god, her wings. I could gush about this figure for hours. She is absolutely stunning and definitely the centerpiece of my bunny collection. Every bunny I pre-order, I like always think like, will they go with Yui? Because she is just so perfect. Oh my god, she's so perfect. I love her so much. And I had the most fun shooting her B-roll for her unboxing video. That was one of my like favorite B-rolls that I've made ever in the history of my channel. So I just love her. She is well deserving of that number 3 spot on this year's top 5 list. Number 2 is a figure that I recently picked up actually. She was in my November haul video, and it is the Chiyo Unnamable bunny version by Max Factory. This figure is just beautiful. Like, I have the 02 figure by Max Factory, and she's stunning, and so is this Chiyo. Like, Max Factory is just, it's just king. Like, it's so good. Like, Max Factory figures are just absolutely perfect. I love them so much. I think they just knock it out of the park with like every scale they make. And this Chiyo figure is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the illustration that it's based off by Pachi is just a stunning illustration to begin with. So I give Pachi the credit for the beautiful bunny suit, the beautiful Chiyo, of course, her face, her tail, just the composition of the whole thing. I give Pachi all the credit for that beautiful artistry, but Max Factory took just a gorgeous source image and brought it to life in just the most beautiful way possible. Like, she's so stunning. The use of like pearlescent paint, her gold shoes with her like mauvey purple tights, her white bodysuit with the lace up in the front. Oh, she is just, and her hair being like soft so it like pulls around her feet. Oh my god. Like I could gush about this figure. These figures are all so stunning. I think the only thing that could have made this figure better and maybe made it take the #1 spot is if it were cast off. I don't know why Max Factory, like they already make really sexy figures. Why don't they just take it like one step further and make them cast offable? I don't know why they don't. Like, come on, come on. At least the boobs, like just, you know. But regardless of the non-cast offableness of her, the Chiyo bunny figure is just so beautiful and very well deserving of that #2 spot on my top 5 figures of 2021. Alright guys, we have the #1 spot. Can you guess? Place your guesses in the comments down below before I reveal it, and then like edit to let me know if you got it got it right or not. But the #1 figure that came out, in my opinion, in 2021 is the Radio Eva Ray figure by Hobby Max. This figure, it's my favorite figure in my whole collection, and I feel like it just goes to show that like you don't need to be insanely elaborate or super like crazy like with pose and sculpt, and if you just make a solid figure with beautiful shading and just like a nice quality base and a nice unboxing experience, like to me the Radio Eva Ray figure is just like the definition of just like perfect simplicity. It's just a perfect figure all around. I love the sculpt, I love the outfit, I love the pose, the paint job is wonderful, her size is just perfect, her base is very high quality, it's simple yet refined, her box is stunning, it's my favorite box to date for any figure I've ever gotten. Just the whole experience I had with that figure, it was just, everything was so positive, and she's just so well done that like she had to take the #1 spot. And I know like I recently picked up the Megamin Eastern figure and a bunch of other ones, and they're all cool figures, but nothing can beat just the perfection that is the Radio Eva Ray. Like she just is perfect. And like I searched for her so hard, so when I finally found her, like she has a special place in my heart because it took me so long to find her. When I finally found her, albeit for an aftermarket price, and now it looks like she might get re-released with the wave 2 of the Radio Eva figures, but it's fine, it's fine. Paying that aftermarket price, she was worth every penny. Like it was just so exciting when she came up on the Onmyoji pre-owned section. I was like, oh my god, like I need her right now, like I have to have her. So it was just so exciting for me. She was just one of those ones that like, I just dreamed of having her. And then when I got her, she just exceeded all of my high expectations. Like I just love her so much. She's like what makes figure collecting worth it to me. Like that figure embodies just like everything I love about figure collecting. Like the hunt, the artistry, just the care that these companies take to bring these characters to life. I don't know. I'm almost emotional talking about how much I love this figure. Like why am I emotional? This is like it's a plastic girl, but you know what? She makes me so happy, and I think the whole point of this hobby is that it's frivolous, but it makes us happy, right? So, yeah. By a huge landslide victory, the Radio Eva Ray figure is my #1 figure of 2021. Now, we have a little bonus round here that I would like to give some honorable mentions and just 2 extra bonus categories that I had that I really wanted to talk about these figures, but they weren't in my top 5. So the first bonus category that I have is the #1 re-release of 2021. 2021 saw some pretty exciting re-releases ranging from Saber Ultra Dress version to Shinra and Tamaki from the Kotobukiya Fire Force set to my #1 pick for this year, and that is the 10th anniversary Holo figure. She is my #1 re-release of 2021. I'm so happy that she got re-released and I was able to add her to my collection for market price. In my opinion, she is the best Holo figure ever made, and I think will be the best Holo figure ever made. Just everything about it is perfect, and I'm just so thrilled to have added her to my collection. So thanks to Revolve for re-releasing her in 2021. She's definitely my #1 re-release. The second category I have in the bonus section is for the best affordable figure of 2021, and in my opinion, this goes in a landslide victory to the Senkuu Ishigami Figuarts Zero figure. This figure cost me 5,000 yen, brand new on Onmyoji, and I love it so much. I love it more than some of my scale figures. Like, that's how great this figure is. So I think in a landslide victory for Senkuu, he definitely wins the best affordable figure by 1,000,000,000%. Yeah, I love that figure so much. And I would just like to finish off with 3 honorable mention figures that didn't quite make the top 5 but were mighty close. The first being the beautiful Miss Orangette. I wanted to include her in the top 5, but I think Chiyo wins by just like the slightest margin. So I put Chiyo in my top 5 instead of Miss Orangette, but I absolutely love Miss Orangette, and I'm so happy she's in my collection. She's definitely one of the best figures released this year, and probably my favorite, like, one of my favorite lewd figures released this year, like cast-offs. The next honorable mention I have is actually a Union Creative figure, but it is not the Ava Twinmore figure. It's actually the Flamingo ponytail girl. I don't know exactly what the figure's called, but it is the ballerina by Anmi. I think Anmi was the illustrator. They are releasing the 2 other ballerinas from the original illustration, so those are obviously pre-ordered from me, because the first ballerina, I managed to snag her for 12,000 yen off Mandarake, and I am beyond happy with her. She is so stunning. She's huge. She has this beautiful tutu, and like her hair paint job and sculpt is fantastic. Her face is beautiful. I love everything about her. Union Creative really killed it with her. And I know they can be hit or miss, but this was like such a hit. They knocked it out of the park. This was a home run. So I really love her, and she was an honorable mention for this year. And the final honorable mention I have for this year is, of course, the Eastream Megumin figure. This figure is absolutely amazing, but she did not make the top 5 just due to her egregious quality control issues. I just couldn't put her in my top 5 knowing that so many people had issues with her. So yeah, she is an amazing figure, and I love her presence on my shelf. I love her so much. And design-wise, I think she's in my top 5, but quality control issues and just other Eastream issues and price and all that stuff, she didn't quite hit my top 5. But she's definitely an honorable mention for one of the best figures of the year. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your top 5 figures were for this year, or what your top figures were for this year. Do you agree with my choice for the overall winner being Hatsune Miku, my Ethos figure, or do you think it was a different one? Please let me know in the comments down below. I can't wait to read about all of your favorite figures. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Happy New Year, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day. Bye!